dark. Read the shirt so nobody gets too offended. You good?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. I do have cerebral palsy, which means I can't crip walk. And it really sucks because I look great in blue, right?
Yeah.
And I have a handicap placard, so I'm supposed to be able to, but I just can't. But I am able to flip people off with my left CP hand. And guess what? It took me until I was 20. I'm 27 now. Because of all that physical therapy. Never give up, guys. And like, I got older, right? And you know, like you just be hanging out at the beach or whatever, and people are nosy. So they look up to you and they're like, hey man, you know, you kind of look like Jim Morrison to me. I go, oh, thanks man, but you know, I would look like him if he had a stroke. I told you it's gonna get really fucking dark. Be prepared. And that made dating difficult because, fellas, it's like you're in middle school, right? You're walking to class and you lock eyes with these girls. And they're like, what's up, Trev? I'm like, why the fuck are you talking to me? They're like, oh, it's because we have a question. You go, yeah? Is your cock paralyzed? No. Would you like to try it sometime? Well, you know, I would, Trev. It's just, I only date guys that know how to tie their shoes. And of course, you know, all the physical therapy and all the fucking brain surgeries and epilepsy and shit, it's gonna crash your body. That's what happened. My nervous system fucking crashed. Doctors don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're like, hey, we're gonna give you all these drugs because we give up and we're gonna fucking kill you. And so you're like, dude, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna fucking nurse. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And so you're not able to move and you look at her and she's like, I'm not going to have sex with you, Trev, because you're only 13 and I'll get in so much trouble. And I'm like, oh, that's totally right. Women are not sexual predators. How unfortunate. And then, it's weird, because, like, that whole thing with different women is the reason I hired hookers to take care of me when I was sick. And, okay, this is kind of interesting, I guess. Sometimes, you know, like I was in a fuckload of chronic pain, right? And I mean, I was in a lot of pain, so I was calling different people and they'd be like, oh yeah, I could definitely come to your apartment, this and that. And I get there and she's like, what do you want me to do? And I go, oh dude, I want you to take my shoes off because the pizza guy wouldn't do it. She's like, that's it? You don't want me to suck you off or anything? I'm like, nah, dude, I'm in chronic pain right now. You see, if you were to suck me off, it would feel like a steak knife was going through my balls, and neither of us would enjoy that. I fucking love you guys, man. This is sweet. Ow! And, you know, a lot of people, they're like, well, Trev, what you're doing is you're chasing after able-bodied women. What you need to do is you need to find a girl that has CP just like you. I'm like, dude, how are we supposed to help each other do anything? And, of course, all of this being lonesome and stuff like that, it does make you really suicidal. I've been on antidepressants for the last 13 years of my life, and I don't really know what the fuck was happening, but I remember I was getting out of pain, and I'm watching the Lakers, right? They're choking hard. I mean, this was, 5 years ago when they would be up by 10, and then the second half would come and they'd be down by 40, you know? Next thing I know, I have a steak knife to my throat. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? I have no idea what the hell's going on. And then I drop it. And guys, I just want to let you know that life is difficult, but there's morphine, okay? There's Percocet. There's all different types of Mexican women, Irish women like me, that'll give you fucking weed and whiskey, and you're like, oh, bro, sorry, man, I can't have that because I have epilepsy. And she's like, wait, you're Irish and you're epileptic? I go, I know, it's a horrible design flaw, but let's just roll with it. Okay, here's some ketamine. Perfect. And guys, life is hard, but it's not a Lakers loss. Don't take it so hard. I love y'all. Thanks.
Trevor Harris, everybody. That was well worth the wait. Thank you, Trevor.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
The next